We're ready for some football here in Chicago at historic Soldier Field. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. All set to go on a picturesque, snowy December day. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Play action, Sanders. Throw right side, caught by Fannin. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. Wow, and he somehow finds the ball amid the blizzard here to make the fair catch.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Williams from the gun. It's taken in by Rome Odunze. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
You know what I love to say, you never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Working from the gun, Williams. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
3rd and long for him here. Making the call himself. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And he locates the ball amid the flurries of snow to make the fair catch. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the second time. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 15-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Sanders now. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
1st and 10. Here's Ford. And he charges ahead, but Snow and defenders stop him. Looked like he picked up a couple. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Working out of the gun, Sanders finds him over the middle, and he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
The Browns are lining up to punt. On the return for the Bears, Devin Duvernay. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. This one taken in by Zacchaeus. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. The Bears offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Williams set to pass. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. To throw is Williams. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Williams with 3rd and long. He's going for it himself. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Ronnie Hickman on the tackle. A big gain on the play, but it leads to 4th down.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And this weather, Brock, has been disrupting a lot of what both of these teams are trying to do. At this point, you gotta wonder who's gonna switch up their game plan first.
Yeah, when you practice indoors or out under the clear skies, you don't get a lot of this. It is coming down on them.
Sanders gonna throw here on 1st. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Dumped off to his running back. Up the sideline, past the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Running left, here's Ford. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge, partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. He got it along the sideline, but just couldn't bring it in within the field of play. That's incomplete, so we've got 3rd down.
There is not a route you throw as a quarterback where timing is more important than that outcut. If you are a millisecond late in this game, with the speed of these players, that ball is far and wide.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. He completes it in traffic. This one up to about the 27-yard line. It was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Going to run again with Swift. And he's going to get up to speed through that snow to break off a gain of 5. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Bird and the man in motion right. Swift gets it again on 2nd down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Odunze's got it, right side. And he's brought down after a short gain. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a first down. You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. Running it after the penalty. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. 2 on the pickup there, and it's gonna be 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Staying grounded with Swift. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd down, here's Williams. He set up the screen here to Swift. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Finally, some justice for the quarterbacks. They're so rarely protected in today's game, Brock. The refs saw roughing the passer, and his side gets a first down plus some yardage.
You take it down a notch, all right? You haven't been hit by the guys in this league, and you got to protect these poor, fragile quarterbacks. In this case, move the sticks as well.
They'll run here following the penalty, and he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did, an injured Brown, and they're tending to him now. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. To return, Jerome Ford. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So first down from the 41. From the gun, it's Ford. Get some space around midfield. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So first down from the 41. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
They'll go play action for Sanders. He put everything he had into this one. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Not a bad first look for him in this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Corey Bajorquez on the punt. Oh, he nearly coffin cornered that one. Just a little too far, and it's out of the side of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. He finds space for a few yards that time. Making the tackle, Shelby Harris.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. He's going deep this time. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Torrey Taylor getting set to punt it once again. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. Now start on the ground. It's 4. Man, it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line. And it's not just your quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Now Sanders. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
3rd and long here for Sanders. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bears about set for their next possession. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Swift to start the drive. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
To the air on 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to run for it. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And a fair catch made here at the 17. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. And he goes down. The Bears got him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
One of the biggest adjustments for quarterbacks going from the collegiate level to the NFL is the blitz package. Each and every practice leading up to a game time, you are spending so much time as a QB, as an offensive group, and as that O-line trying to figure out a way to stop these blitzes. But that time, the offense, the O-line, the QB, no one had an answer for that defensive pressure.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Sanders back to throw. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and long for him here. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Browns are lined up to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. Here come the Bears, back out on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set, 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And he charges ahead, but Snow and defenders stop him. Looked like he picked up a couple. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Williams. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Williams from the gun. Getting out to his left. He's going to have this one down to the 28. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. He's to the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 13-0 lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears double their lead to 14.
Browns nothing.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Ford on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Browns getting their offense out there. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Ford running right. Ripping off yards past the 40. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know can set the table for more.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And they force him out after just 2 yards there. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity in any success for an offense.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge, partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's throwing deep to the left side. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
From the gun on 3rd, it's Williams. He's trying to go deep again. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Fourth down punt upcoming. Here's Torrey Taylor to put his leg into it. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. Wow, and he somehow finds the ball amid the blizzard here to make the fair catch. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And they're going to try to break through this defense and put some points up. They're down 14-zip. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. With Sanders out of the pistol. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Sanders setting the pass. Completed over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
3rd and 10.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Sanders going to look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
And it's 3 and out.
Bojorquez out there to send this one flying. Scary sight deep. It's Devin Duvernay waiting for it. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Williams to throw. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
To throw, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Browns are in the nickel for this 3rd down call. To throw is Williams. It's on target to Moore. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down from the 42. They are on the counter with Swift. And he's going to manage about 3 there before the defense gets to him. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Now Williams. He takes it himself. And Williams is going to get them the 1st down with a slide at the end of it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. And here is Schmidt to send this away. Josh Blackwell to return it. And a tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
1st down, here's Swift. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Running behind center with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Third and long, they're going to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And coming off a 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift of 4. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
They send a man in motion. Ford on the counter. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. That was Montez Sweat who took him down.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
3rd and just 2 to go. Trying to get it with the option. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Ford straight ahead. And he hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Ford. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We've not seen much achievement today.
Third and short here, Sanders. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
Punt team on the field. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. And he locates the ball amid the flurries of snow to make the fair catch. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Swift. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Staying grounded with Swift. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Stopped by the 5th overall pick in this year's draft. That was Mason Graham.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. And that delay of game certainly ups the difficulty on this 3rd down. They need 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. And he's there. Fair catch called for and taken. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
From the gun, it's 4. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge, partner. He is only able to get back to the line there.
It's a loss of a yard.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
To the right and pulled in by Judy. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Browns are lining up to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. The Bears about set for their next possession. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge, partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
On play action, Williams. To the left side is hauled in by Loveland. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down. Receiver in motion going left. Williams to throw on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
They'll bring out the punter here. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. Back out now comes the Browns offense.
At their own 18-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Play action, Sanders. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Back to the air here on 2nd. Sanders has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Bears in the nickel, 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Bears have it. Buttoned up pretty well after that fumble, but they are still going to take over in the red zone. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Swift. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Swift gets it on the pitch. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Williams will look to throw. They set up the screen here to Swift. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Motioning the tight end left. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. First and goal, now 5 yards tougher after that penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
2nd and goal from the 9 here. Here's another for him. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. 2 yards on the pickup, and that brings up 3rd and goal from the 7.
2-yard pickup.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
3rd and goal, it's Williams. Forced back to his right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 20-zip lead. Caleb Williams, the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good, creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears stretch their lead to 21.
Browns, nothing.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Ford on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns getting their offense out there. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this 3rd quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play trying to jar it loose. Incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And it sets up second down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Throw here, third down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bears take over just inside the 40. They're at the opposing 39.
Intercepted. The Bears
Off the play fake, Williams. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Running with Swift out of the gun. That run good for 8. Now they've got third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Going to run again with Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Swift. A 7-yard gain.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Zone read to give to Swift. And he's going to manage about 3 there before the defense gets to him. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They run with Swift. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Working from the gun, Williams. He's got him, that's Swift. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Browns are in the nickel for this 3rd down call. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Ford on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And if we're being honest, Brock, this game already over. It was a while ago, but still something for this offense to play for. They can try to avoid that shutout.
Yeah, it's kind of like a game like baseball, right? You're looking up at that scoreboard, and you know it's impossible, but find some momentum, something good to build on for next week.
Sanders going to throw here on first. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third and long for him here. Setting up the screen. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. Here come the Bears back out on offense. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. This is Swift. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down from the 42. And the shotgun to give to Swift. Man, it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
The draw now. This is Swift. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
2 yards.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Williams with 3rd and long. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
They'll send out the punting unit. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. He'll throw from his end zone. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. A give up the middle to Ford. And call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Some much-needed breathing room acquired on that last play. They're set up at the 12. On 1st down, here's Sanders. Connection made to Judy. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. We'll go play action for Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Third and long, they're going to throw. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
And he gets it away from his end zone. And he'll haul in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard. But like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
And we're going to know here in just a second on how they attack these opening plays. Do they opt to take it easy, play conservative, or just keep stepping on that gas?
Great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup, and that'll be 1st down Chicago.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
All set to go now from the 35. Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And they pitch it to him. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Here's a design run. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Not the biggest gain, but exactly what they needed. Just get the 1st down and keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. On the ground with Swift. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Swift. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Bears keep running away with this. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
That one right down the middle. And the Bears grow their lead yet again.
Browns nothing.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Ford on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Sanders. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Intended target there was David Njoku. And now they face 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. And he could have a free play here. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Penalty almost gave him a new set of downs, Brock. After the flag, all they need is a yard here on 3rd. Running it after the penalty. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. To the air on 1st down. Sanders dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
Let's tell it on a quick slant. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
And the Browns first
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Finds his man over the middle. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here he goes, one final shot. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Bears come away with the win. And it might take these fans some time to get out of here with this wintry weather, Brock. Snow plows definitely needed out there on those roads. They can take all the extra time to celebrate in the stands with each other, waiting to leave as their guys get the winter win. And that does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewer, I'm Kate Scott. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.